I'm going to meditate for a whole week and see if it really boosts my dopamine levels. Let's find out together. Dopamine is often referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter. It's responsible for motivation, pleasure, and reward processing in the brain. And meditation is often touted as a natural way to boost dopamine levels, leading to improved mood and overall well-being. But does it really work? One common misconception about dopamine is that it's only associated with pleasure. While it's true that dopamine is involved in pleasurable experiences, it's also involved in motivation, learning, and memory. Another misconception is that meditation is a quick fix for low dopamine levels. The truth is that meditation is a skill that takes practice, patience, and dedication. Some people also believe that meditation can simply boost dopamine levels, but the relationship between meditation and dopamine is far more complex. Many people question whether meditation can genuinely boost dopamine levels because the scientific evidence isn't always clear-cut. Some studies suggest that meditation can increase dopamine, while others find no correlation. One reason for this inconsistency is that dopamine levels can fluctuate greatly depending on individual circumstances, making it difficult to control for variables. Additionally, dopamine is just one of many neurotransmitters affected by meditation, so it's hard to isolate its specific effects. Another issue is that many studies on meditation and dopamine rely on self-reported data, which can be subjective and unreliable. Furthermore, the concept of boosting dopamine levels is somewhat misleading, as dopamine is a complex system that can't simply be turned up or down like a dial. Moving on to the scientific research, there have been many studies on meditation and its effects on dopamine. One study published in the Journal of Alternative and Complementary Medicine found that long-term meditators had higher dopamine levels than non-meditators. Another study published in the journal Neuroimage found that meditation activated areas of the brain associated with dopamine release. However, other studies have found no correlation between meditation and dopamine levels. For example, a study published in the journal Psychopharmacology found that meditation didn't increase dopamine levels in individuals with depression. These conflicting results highlight the complexity of the relationship between meditation and dopamine. Despite the inconsistencies, some studies do suggest that meditation can affect dopamine levels in certain individuals. For example, a study published in the journal Neuropsychopharmacology found that meditation increased dopamine release in individuals with attention deficit/hyperactivity disorder. Another study published in the journal Molecular Psychiatry found that meditation increased dopamine levels in individuals with Parkinson's disease. So what can we take away from the research? Firstly, it's clear that meditation can have a positive impact on dopamine levels, but this effect is highly individualized and dependent on various factors. Secondly, meditation is just one of many factors that can influence dopamine levels, and it's not a magic bullet for improving mood or motivation. In conclusion, the relationship between meditation and dopamine is nuanced and complex. While meditation may not be a guaranteed way to boost dopamine levels, it can still have a positive impact on overall well-being and brain function. Thanks for joining me on this journey to explore the science behind meditation and dopamine. If you've had experience with meditation and dopamine, please share your story in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about meditation techniques or benefits, be sure to check out my other video on the topic.